Hello everyone, this is Alex the Blue Man, and welcome back to another review. For today, I'm going to finally talk about Toy Story 4, my third most anticipated movie of the year. If you haven't watched my last few reviews, you know that I really love and adore the Toy Story movies. So thinking about this one, the only thing I wondered was maybe it's about Woody and the gang trying to find Bo Peep, who went missing during the events of the third movie. But when the teaser finally came out, it made me rethink of toys being originated from literally anything, even from inanimate objects. With that said, is what the toys find here salvageable or even damaged? Let's figure it out. In the movie, the two scenarios I have stated are present here. An inanimate object comes to life, and Bo Peep's return leaves Woody thinking that there's more to a toy's life than being there for a kid. That's all I have to say about the main story. To start with the positives, holy crud, the animation is absolutely gorgeous. Pixar has definitely come a long way since 3, and the animation back in 3 was really amazing on its own. From the sceneries, to the characters, to the textures, the backgrounds, everything. They look so beautifully detailed, it's so uncanny because of how realistic the environment looks. Bo Peep's return is also really nice to see. In the beginning, we finally see how she disappeared, which I won't say, but it's quite saddening. But it was nostalgic and good to see her again, especially her and Woody together again, which I find very sweet. Forky was also a good addition to the movie. Pardon my voice crack there. His attitude, seen in the teaser, was pretty funny to unfold, especially in a montage it was even more hilarious, along with a brand new song. While it is catchy on its own, it's not as memorable as Friend and Me, Strange Things, Woody's Roundup, or We Belong Together, but for what it is, it's decent enough. Now for the negatives, and it pains me to critique a Toy Story film without sounding hypocritical, but how Woody is treated throughout is just depressing to me. It's my biggest gripe I saw here. Like, he's the first toy Bonnie discovered in the last film, and she started playing with the other toys except for him. It didn't help when he got stepped on by her dad. Not only that, but major neglection. Like, he's the main character, and this makes me sad, even with the ending, which I won't spoil, but it also made me sad, and not in a way that the film wants me to, because it just felt unearned to me. For the characters, let's start with Woody himself. Now, how he developed here is what I like and found interesting from him. He learns there's more in life than being with the kid, so it was really cool seeing a toy life from a different perspective. But, while that's thematically good, it just doesn't feel earned to me by how it was executed and how he was treated. Buzz, I felt, has a smaller role here compared to the last 3. He just listens to his own command buttons, thinking of them as his conscience, his inner voice. While that's really neat, shouldn't he know about this whole conscience thing by now? For Bo Peep, seeing her again is really nice, though she is different than the last time we saw her. For what she's been through in the past several years, I could definitely see why she had to change. For the other original characters, they're hardly in the movie. The LGMs, short for Little Green Men, I think just flat out disappeared, while one character is mostly silent throughout. They're not fully here, so they don't have much to do except filler in the situation that they got themselves in. For the new characters, there's Forky. I didn't find him as annoying, but oblivious, because he was literally born in days before the course of the movie. During. My mistake. The main reason I find him hilarious is he keeps throwing himself in the trash on multiple occasions. There's Plushy Key and Peele, I'll just call them that. While they're hilarious to watch, they don't have much to do with the main story. There's Duke Kaboom. He's pretty cool, but not only that, he's this film's definition of post-traumatic stress disorder. I'll just leave it at that. Finally, there's Gabby, who at first I thought was going to be the villain, but she turns into a misunderstood one, unlike Stinky Pete and Lotso from the previous films. So a pretty good twist in goals, though I will say her dummy minions are more horror-centered, and they remind me of Slappy the Dummy from Goosebumps, and I thought they were gonna be the villains. It hurts me to say this, but I have to be honest. While it is good seeing these characters again, as a whole, this is the weakest of the Toy Story movies. I enjoyed it for its animation, an old character's return, and the introduction to Forky. I did enjoy it for how its main character was treated, the ending which is saddening but unearned, and how the other original characters hardly have any involvement. I don't hate it, but I left just disappointed. Do I mind watching it again? Probably not, but with that said, I am going to give Toy Story 4 a 7 out of 10. If you haven't seen this movie yet, and if you're a fan of the previous Toy Story films, you can still watch this, but don't get your hopes too high. For me, I'm sticking with the original films. This just feels like an optional epilogue DLC. Well, that's it for the Toy Story movies, and now it is finally time for me to review the Spider-Man movies, since Far From Home just came out. So join me up for that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down your thoughts on this movie, and as usual, I hope you all have a great, blurific day.